Live from the vacant storefront between Hot Topic and Spencer's Gifts, it's Malignant Bear, featuring me, JD Gruspitz. Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Tonight, because it's 6/9 day for US viewers, and I guess a couple other countries do the date that way, month, day, which is National Sex Day, we figured we'd play a game that with a somewhat lewd premise. It doesn't go into it. Honestly, my intro monologue here is probably about as lewd as this is going to get. I didn't feel the need to mark this stream adult only or anything, or age restricted in any way. We're playing My Lovely Wife. This is a game just came out. It is a business management simulator where you play as a man who, in the opening minutes of the game, accidentally murders his wife and decides that he needs to get her back by any means necessary. And any means necessary means enlisting the help of a creepy sorcerer guy and some succubuses to magic her back or something. It's weird. I can say right away I want to like this game more than I do. It's potentially an interesting premise. It gives me heavy vibes of Max Gentleman, Sexy Business, except not as good in any way, unfortunately. But it's still interesting, and I still wanted to check it out and showcase it, if for nothing else, to support the fact that I like when weird games like this get made and everything. These same devs, who their name is not displayed on the stream at all, or on the screen at all, rather. They also made a game called My Lovely Daughter, which is the same premise, just with less succubuses. So, yeah, it has a really cool art style. And again, kind of an interesting premise. It's very kind of like gothic and dark in terms of the art style and potentially in terms of the content. But again, it just doesn't do a whole lot with it. So... And, not to say that I thought that this game was going to be some, lewd brothel simulator where you would get, a little animated gif of your succubuses working. There's plenty of those if you want to find them. It doesn't even attempt to do that. It also doesn't really lean into the themes of, like, loss or, the questionable actions that you're taking. It's just odd. And I'm saying that giving a review right up front because this is a brand new game and I figure people might be interested in that. And I ended up playing for about an hour off stream just to make sure that this was stream safe. So, joking about the day aside, I didn't want to put anything up that would be uncouth. So, but yeah, so we'll be playing this, and while I'm playing this, we'll also be talking about the Summer Games Fest that happened. Jeff Keighley's annual thing where he awkwardly accepts advertiser dollars to talk about some video games. So it was pretty late this year, so we'll see. But yeah, here's My Lovely Wife. We're the panda today. I don't know why. I didn't think we'd used it in a while. Also, we have the little little sex whip thing there. I feel like I should have some shame over the fact that that's one of the props that we have, but whatever. So you can see here right away the art style, and you get it in the music as well. You can kind of hear... Actually, I'll shut up for a second so you can hear it. So we have some kind of Baroque themes with the music, and it fits in the game as well. This is... It looks to be kind of like Victorian era in terms of the clothing and styling and everything. And we're gonna jump in, and I'm gonna start with a save that's already a little bit in. So I mentioned obviously that the main character's wife dies. That's the whole premise of the game. That happens in the first 5 minutes of the game. So I'm going to talk about some spoilers of some of the other story stuff now. So if you do care about that, skip ahead or whatever. But there's a whole gallery here of the story bits. So you move to a new town. Your character's named Jake. You can't change his name or anything. That's just who you are. You're this guy. And you are a manager for a singer, Luna, I think her name is. Again, she dies like immediately. So, and you're her manager, and you become lovers and all that, and get married and all that. And things are going pretty well until one day you get home and there's a robber, and your character has an antique gun on the wall and pulls it off, tries to shoot the robber, and of course misses, and shoots his wife instead, and then she dies. And then, like, the day after she dies, you get a letter from her saying that you'll never be apart, and the next person who comes to help you is going to help make that possible. And this really creepy guy comes up and he's like, yo, bro, you gotta summon these succubuses, and then they can use their carnal essence, like literally what it's called, carnal essence, and with that we can research how to resurrect your wife. So you summon a succubus, and then she goes around town and works, does succubus things, and again, you don't see any of it. The most lewd aspect of the game is there's some occasional noises that are suggestive in nature, and some of the art for the succubuses is obviously, a little revealing. But your succubuses will go around town, they'll work, and they'll harvest essences, and then you have the option to either kill them and absorb the essence from them that way, and then use that to level yourself up. Have the creepy sorcerer guy get the essence from them, but they live, and then that can help advance the story. And then we also unlocked, there's a church in town that they gave us some magic powers in exchange for they also want the essence, so we have to decide what we want to do with it. Or you can max out your affection with the succubuses and then sleep with them, and again, it doesn't show anything, to get even more bonuses, and then it turns them human. And then you have the option actually to end the game by deciding, never mind about my wife, I'm just going to stay with the succubuses. So that's a thing. And whenever you max out your affection with the succubuses, you get some little artwork of going on a date with one of them. So this is one of the first two succubuses that I summoned. I went on enough dates with her to get this artwork of us at a picnic, which is very scary hands, and what I think is a tongue coming out of her hair. That's... I mean, that speaks for itself. But there's also these succubus decks. Bareth is the one that you start with. And for all the succubuses, they have various little story bits. You can talk to them, and if you meet the skill checks, like when you absorb the essence yourself, you can level up your skills to meet the skill checks then to get more story beats from the various succubus types. They all have different ways to summon them. This is what they look like. They're not voiced or anything. These are pretty much the only animations as well, so this is the one that... this one, we actually maxed out affection with her, slept with her, and then it didn't give me the option to just, give up on my wife and marry her instead. So I had to kill her immediately after sleeping with her, which is, again, a very twisted premise, but the game doesn't do anything with that. It doesn't delve into your character's descent into what is just objectively a terrible thing. Just all about it. It just doesn't do anything with it, which is odd. But so yeah, we killed this one, unfortunately. And we summoned up two more. So this one is Cosby. And then Shysta, or Shyasta. Yeah, Shyasta. They have some cool designs, I'll give them that. Definitely interesting looking. And there's quite a few of them, so we get various things that we can summon them with. So anyway, now we'll see how this actually works. It's really loud. Turn that down. Okay, there we go. So you start off every day in your house here, and you can see I should make one of the succubi fall in love with me before we consummate our love. Again, as lewd as it gets is the artwork of the succubuses, even the, sex scenes, I'm doing air quotes that you can't see, it just shows like a flower unfurling, which, that's a choice. But yeah, here's your stats, so you can see you have to get more essence, again, by killing the succubi. So they're going out and earning for you. You're essentially a pimp in this game. That's really what this is you're a pimp. With succubi instead. So you summon, there's no more room, blah blah blah. Here you can see the documents we've acquired. So yeah, Luna is our wife. Blah blah blah. So again, this is telling us how to get the succubi. All the things that we can do in town. There's not a whole lot of them. And then we can go and visit the succubi that we have. So here's Genie. When you summon them, you can rename them. You can't rename them later, though. And you can check the story bits that they have. I don't know if resummoning the same type is going to carry over any of their traits or skills. There's only 2 stats in the game. I guess it's 3. So there's affection, obviously. Flair is... it's flair, it's denoted by a whip. And then charm. It's charm. So you can level those up in town, and then that means you get more money and more carnal essence when you send them to actually work. So then you can talk to them, kill her if you want to, and then depending on things that you're doing in-game, they get these traits as well. So, extra flair, gain more charm, gain way more affection, they're more productive, gain less flair, blah blah blah. So there's that one, and then here's our Shayasta. I like that she has the kind of creepy, body pillow thing. She's both attractive and repulsive, of course. Good combo there. These seem to be completely random, which is another thing that we'll see, is there's some little events that can happen throughout the day. And not only are the events random, but the rewards in them are completely random. Even though it tells you what they might give you, it's completely random within that, and it never seems to be really worth it. One way or the other. We can spend money to get more rooms to have more succubi working for us. So we will go out and we will start working. That's where the shrine is. Put succubi there so the hallowed can extract their carnal essence. Is that Philip? I have so many questions. Ah, Mr. Jake, fancy seeing you here. I want to ask you something. Do you work with the shrine? Shrine? No, Mr. Jake. I only work with you. What's with them, if I may ask? Oh, they came to my place yesterday. They said they have my wife's soul. Well, one thing I'm certain of is that I don't work with them. Why did they suddenly contact you? That strikes me as odd. My advice, Mr. Jake, is to be on your guard. We don't know what they're plotting. What do they know about me and the succubi, then? Mr. Jake? Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you're right. Alright, so one thing right away, this game has some issues, other than it's not quite sure what it wants to do tonally. The management aspect has some just glaring flaws. So time starts as soon as you get onto this screen, and it ticks down up there, and these are little hour ticks, and whatever you're doing on the screen is based on those hour marks. So if, for example, I wanted to send Sarah to level up her flair skill here, it's going to only tick on the hours, but then there's also a bar that has to fill here before she's done. Those things don't line up perfectly, so you can't ever really min-max. Whenever something is done, time just keeps going up here, so you pretty much have to wait for something to be done, hurry up and hit pause, and then just keep going about your day, which is weird. To attempt to min-max it, you basically have to just be constantly hitting pause and play, pause and play, pause and play, which is strange. It's made all the more strange by the fact that there is a day mechanic that doesn't actually seem to matter at all. Or on day 29, I've been purposely going slow to see if I could prompt a failure, and I just can't. Nothing has popped up that's the game ends or anything. Again, very strange. But yeah, when you send your succubi out to do things, again, you'll see sometimes random events will pop up. Sometimes you have the main quest here that you have to do, so I have to get essence for the hallowed. I almost have enough, actually. And I can get that by either sending them to work in the hotel, and there's different things that they can do here. And so to unlock more things in any of the various buildings, you have to spend gold, or you can do the default thing. And you can see here when I click on my succubi what they're going to get from this. So this takes a couple hours. I'll get gold and carnal essence, or I can send them to the brothel, and I can have them service commoners. And then again, you can see I get different things here. So I would get significantly more essence here and less gold. We will send her singing because we're almost maxed out on essence anyways. So this takes 3 hours. I'll get 80 per hour, or 40 per hour rather. And that should, yeah, just about max me out. And then Sarah, we will send to do other things. So again, once they have essence, you can have that be extracted either from Philip or the Hallowed Shrine, or you can kill them to get it yourself, like I said, or you can raise affection with them, which costs a whole bunch of money. Like a whole bunch of money to do. Or you can spend a little bit of money to raise their skills. So there's a lot of confirmation to do things. So like to make your succubi work, you have to click on something, click on this, pick the one you want, hit OK. I cannot just like drag them onto the buildings, which would have been, way too easy. So if you go back to your house, it ends the day early. Here you can see the different materials that I have, and again, various levels of them as well. So I heard. Okay, so there are. Okay, so there are hotkeys. There's hotkeys for the speed. All right, so here we have our first advance. So one of the instructors seems to be keen on your succubus. He offers to give a free lesson, but your succubus does not want to take it. So for any of these, you always just have two options. You can take it, and you have a big chance to lose some affection. You're definitely going to get some carnal essence, so obviously that's what the free lesson is. And then a tiny chance to gain a negative trait. So good things green, bad things red. Or you can listen to your succubus and have a small chance to gain affection, a small chance to gain a trait. So we'll follow her wishes. So we did exactly what she wanted. Nothing happened. She's fine with it, but again, nothing happened. We didn't get affection from it, so again, small chance, very small chance. Didn't get any new traits from it either. It also didn't say which succubus it was. We just kind of had to guess. So obviously we were fortunate in the fact that we only have two. So it was pretty obvious that the one training was the one who was being accosted by the person attempting to train her. So we will send Jeannie over here to the creepy church. 5 hours. I don't know if we actually have enough time for that. We'll see. So again, that's the other thing with the time, is some things take a long time, so if you don't start them immediately on the day, you're just screwed. Again, it makes it very hard to min-max or anything, so. You can see here ticking down on the hour marks as things happen. So I want to keep leveling her up before I have her actually do work. Yep, so yeah, I didn't have enough time, so it extracted some of it, not enough to fulfill the quest. And thankfully, because it ticks on the hours, like, it still gave me credit for that, which is good, but... So at the start of every day, you get a little newspaper, the Harbeloth Heralds, Hotel Owner Investigations. It always gives a little headline here, and depending on the headline, you might have some changes in town. So, like, some things will cost more or cost less, give you more, give you less. Some things will be closed completely. So here, for example, the hotel is closed, but it means that we're going to get a lot more from the brothel. And the stuff outside your window changes. There's all sorts of little random events. And again, all of them are kind of weird and creepy in the same art style. This art style kind of reminds me almost of Don't Starve, I guess. Kind of that same, like, over-the-top Victorian creepy kind of art style, which is cool. But okay, so we don't have any essence, so we can't level up. We don't have any more room, so we can't summon anything. Our affection is not maxed out, so we'll just go ahead and start working. So again, as soon as the day starts, we have to pause so that we can try to get the most out of it. Still need to get a little bit more essence out of Jeannie here. And then Sarah needs to do some more stuff. So these are just the random names that they got when this started. Alright. Succubus wants Mistress X to give her better instruction, but it's going to cost her. So, again, some of the events don't even really make sense. So our succubus wants a better instructor. We can do that. We can ask for one. So of course it's going to cost us more money, and she might gain some more whip skill. But then a tiny chance to get a negative trait, which I'm not sure what that would be. Or we can stay with the current instructor, and it's a chance to gain affection. So she likes the fact that we don't listen to her. I don't understand that. And a big chance to gain a trait. So we'll do that. I don't know. I think you shouldn't do that. So she's not happy with us, and as a result of not being happy with us, she gained the trait sexy. Again, it doesn't make much sense. Okay. And like for that, so she kept saying that she didn't like this, she didn't like that she was, getting the essence taken by the shrine people here. I didn't lose anything for that. It didn't cost any affection. I know some of the higher level things do cost affection, but that one, just despite what it says, doesn't. So, alright, so you need to get some of that back now. And you need... just keep learning. Time does pause when you go into the various buildings here, which is good. So you'll get pretty quick at doing things. But again, it's still just not particularly min-max, or particularly easy to min-max because of that. And Max Gentleman had a little bit of the same problem, but not nearly as bad. I should go to the shrine. Okay, so yeah, we just have to click on it. So now we'll get some story beats so you can see what this looks like. Good day, sir. Brings you here today. Provided you with carnal essence. When can I talk with my wife? Ah, of course, sir. Please wait a moment. Here it is. My beloved Jake, thank you for all you've done for me. It's only a matter of time until we can become one again. We can put this suffering behind us. Worry not, my soul has been kept safe by the devoted followers of the shrine. All that is needed is a body that can contain it. All the pain that we've been through will be worth it in the end. Till that time comes, Luna. This letter. Is it really from her? Where is she? Bring Luna to me. She's here. Please, take care of her. We got a lantern. Luna, oh dear Luna. The performer should possess these powers to commence resurrection. Only one of these succubi can contain the soul. Hey, we have one of them. Okay. Oh dear Luna. Please, sir, maintain your composure. You did cast a protection spell on this lantern, but it still has to be treated gently, or else it could break along with the soul. Please don't let any harm come to it. But you just come out of nowhere after all this time. Where have you all been, sir? Since that day, we've kept her soul safe with us. Risk it falling into the wrong hands. But I'm her husband. We're sorry, sir, but you must leave for now. This must be kept a secret. One more thing. Let's cut off all contact with that researcher. We're the ones who were told to help you, not him. Uh-oh. Consummate love to resurrect Luna. Telling me I can't trust Philip. The world is happening. Don't understand. Alright, so yeah, you get your summary every day here. The economy is getting bigger, or better. Boy, I wish it was. Should make one of the succubi fall in love with me. So again, we can't actually do that yet. Let's talk to them. We should go here. Decluttering. So I don't want to throw things away. So again, depending on the stats you have, you can get different dialogue options here with the succubi. Check your room. Uh-oh. That's what Sarah has to say. This is rare. You're already awake. Feeling you'd come around this time. You're expecting me? Don't take this the wrong way. I just hate having my sleep interrupted, so I took preemptive action. Oh, yeah, you did say it was noisy in your room. The rebellion is responsible for that. So there's little story bits where you're hearing about things in hell from the succubi. But again, it's just little snippets. Suppose the new master, Asmodeus, used to have a queen as our leader. However, she suddenly disappeared and Lord Asmodeus took the throne. A stranger suddenly did that. Claimed to be the queen's son. Oh, so he actually had the right. How you feel about the new ruler, though? To be honest, I don't really like him. However, the rebellion was a pain. Did you prefer to escape the chaos? No, I preferred to sleep. It's just escaping reality. More inclined to call it preserving my energy. So you can see here the dialogue options. There's like the little flare in the text box going to the character that's talking. It doesn't always line up, though. There's been times when it's very obviously like a different character talking than where it's pointing. So, which, you know, that's, I guess that would have been, hopefully would have been something easy to check. I mean, obviously the game can get patches, but it is worth pointing out. Have it? Alright, well. There aren't any nocti here, huh? I don't want to get bothered by any drunkards. Now let me go back to sleep. So I can summon a very specific succubus then for her quest now. So you can see, summon nocti. Oh, Luna. Alright, so let's go start working. So I have enough essence from her, which is good, but I need to start maxing out her affection. Plus 15% per hour. This takes 3 hours, so... Actually, this might be perfect. But again, that costs a whole lot of money. Actually, can we... So you can buy the materials you need to summon more succubi, and then that's how you get more rooms as well. So. Alright, so maxed out affection with her, that's good. And I purposely maxed out her stats as well, because whenever you consummate love, and then you get to absorb the stuff from them through that, or from killing them, you get even more essence, one based on what they're carrying, and then based on all of their stats. So you pretty much always want to be maxing out all of your succubi. Be the most brutal pimp imaginable. Because that really is what this game is, which is weird. It's not something I thought I would ever be playing, and certainly not streaming, but here we are. What a world. Right. Is the purple giant real? Alright, so... As you can see here, we're good to go there. We can... Wait, I don't have the stats to actually fully gain from there, to do... I need book smarts, or I need book coin, whatever that is, and heart. And I have Okay, so coin is down there, so I need way more of that. I have that. Okay, book is up there. Okay, so I need seductive, bright, bold, and proprietous. Alright, well, we'll do this anyways just to see what this is, or just to show what this is, just so we can show all the mechanics. So again, very lewd. Oh my god. That's what she looks like as a normal human. She has to be the right vessel. And so you get a choice here. So you can abandon Luna to be with your succubus. So we attempted to resurrect our wife and it failed because we didn't have those skills. Supposed to be vessel melts away and the soul emerges back out. There's something wrong with the vessel or something lacking Jake's skills. So we still got all the essence from that. And all these various items as well. So. Oops. Now what? Chapter 3. Wanted to deceive me. Come to think of it, for an outsider, he sure knows a lot about Harbaloth. Know who to trust anymore. So, we're down one succubus, so we gotta summon more. It's convenient, because now we get to see all of these different mechanics. And this is another thing where, again, it's just... The interface is a little awkward to do this. We're purposely going to go 3 gold. So we don't know what we're going to summon from this, because I've never done this before. This particular one. Maybe we can pick our name. Jeez, you want to do what? This is, Huh. Looks a little angelic there, okay. Just a bargainer. Less building cost, that's good. I did it. Jake? She's not even looking at me. Can you really see me? I can see you as clear as daylight. That blindfold? Oh, this? It's natural for us to wear them. How do you see things? The blindfold, can you actually see anything? Of course. I can even see the unease in your eyes at this very moment. Just how things are for me. Do you find it weird? You're a demon, so I suppose it's not surprising. Just a bit shocked. There's no way this piece of cloth is restraining me. Quite proud of it as well. Alright, so. We have plenty of essence now, so we can start spending it. I want to get that. That. So we have to unlock all of this previous skill, huh? Okay. Now we can max out... Whose essence? Is that ours or the succubus's? So you can see as we put points in things, we get more things. Alright, so that's about as maxed as that's going to get now. You could use more of that. You could use more of that. No objectives. Except for summoning the Nocti, which we failed at, because this is not that. And I don't know how to do that again. It's not one of the ones we've unlocked yet, so. But yeah, that's the mechanics of the game. Sure is an interesting one. See if the stream gets forcibly age-gated, and then I get a nice email from YouTube. Like I did with Doki Doki. Anyway, I'm gonna take a drink. So now that we've seen a whole bunch of this game, I'm going to keep playing the game, but I'm also going to talk about the Summer Games Fest, because that happened. So, pull up the tab of everything that was announced because I would forget otherwise. So yeah, Summer Games Fest. It's Jeff Keighley's. He does two big things every year. There's the Summer Games Fest, that obviously just happened today, and it's still sort of happening this weekend. And then there's the Game Awards in the winter. And it's always awkward. People rag on him for it just being like lots and lots of like advertisers and stuff, and it's very awkward. But I mean, he has to get money to pay for these things somehow. So, and usually a lot of cool stuff gets announced at them, or at least we get more details about cool things. But it's one of those things that's made even more awkward because there's like this apparently a need to have someone just there, like Jeff has to be there to like talk about the things. Then he has people come on and talk about their things, and a lot of people in the video game industry are, for some really weird reason, kind of awkward, and so they just have awkward interactions with Jeff Keighley, and then the advertisements interspersed with it makes it even more awkward. So it is what it is, though. I mean, it's worth watching, like I said, just to get more details about things. But so yeah, it's a weird sound coming from the attic. It's been going on for days. Mr. X asked for your help to help check it out. Leave it alone. Check it. That's right. That's what you should do. Okay. Good talk. And so they have, little bits of dialogue there as they're learning their various lewd things. But anyway, so let's see. Ooh, story bits. Good evening, sir. People from the shrine are out and about again. Hope you're doing well. Apologize for ending our conversation so abruptly last time. I want to ask you one thing. No, a lot of things. Of course. Are you doing this? Securing my wife's soul, I mean. What's your relationship with Luna? We've been protecting this town and its citizens since time immemorial. Protecting it from harm, that is, especially harm caused by demons. Succubi. An occultist researcher. Sense a powerful demonic aura from him. That's why I've been keeping watch ever since you began working with him. So, what does he want from me? I'm just an ordinary person. There's a connection with Miss Luna. What's with her? Miss Luna, she's someone with grand purpose. It's hardly strange at all for her to be targeted. Grand purpose. But she's like me. We're just ordinary people. Trust your wife in this, dear sir? You might not know the other side of Miss Luna yet, but she would never put you in danger. She just tell me, who is she, really? Only ever been my wife, my lovely wife. The title of the game, we can end the stream right there. That's it. He said it. We're done. We believe she'll tell you everything when she's been resurrected. Philip's a demon. That can't be. I bet it's Philip. Hello, Mr. Jake. Brought something for you in the succubi today. Mr. Jake, you seem to be out of it. Is something bothering you? Oh, Philip. I was just thinking. What is it? Philip, how do you know so much about Harbolith? Told you how I became a researcher, no? Looked everywhere for the cure for my mother's illness. Came across this town and found something peculiar. This town is crawling with demons. Haven't you realized it, Mr. Jake? Mean how Lord Willard seems indifferent about the succubi? Yes, but look further. It's not just him. The whole town knows. Even the shrine? It's interesting that you bring them up. My suspicions they might be the group behind everything. Well, according to Lord Willard, Harbolith was an impoverished place. The group of people came and the town flourished. These people, were they the Hallowed? Correct. It's when living with succubi became part of normal life. The locals keep their mouths shut about all of this, of course. That's what you stayed about in this town? More or less. It's easier for me. Wait a minute, the shrine. So that Philip might be a demon. But now Philip's saying they're behind the demons. Mr. Jake, you're spacing out again. Everything is just so confusing. Then please, take this. Giving me this. I'm frowning a lot, Mr. Jake. It concerns me. However, that rose, it's for the succubi. Can you give them this? Yes, see if it could help you get along with them faster. By the way, regarding the shrine, did they come to see you again? Should I tell him? No. This almost plays out like a visual novel, but you don't actually get choices and things. Which is kind of frustrating. Again, you can see where I'm going with this. Like, there's some there's some interesting things with this, but it's just not... It's not fleshed out enough. The management aspect isn't as well done as Max Gentleman was. The visual novel aspect, not super good. Tonally, they're not quite sure what they're doing with it. It has a good art style, and the pieces are here. But I wish this game was better, basically. I don't dislike it. I'm not going to refund it or anything. But, yeah, in the time that I've been playing this, both on stream and off, I wish this game was better. Let's continue to do our best, then. So what did we... Succubus gifts, huh? Sounds like a good idea. Intruder alert at the academy. Okay, so it's closed. So we can only do charm today. It's indeed beautiful, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay, that worked out real well. Need a massage? Maybe I could help you relax? My wife looked tense. I massaged her back to calm her down. Dude, if you need one. Very much, but I have to refuse. Okay, so we need more stats to massage our angel demon waifu. What about you? Can I give you gifts? No. Because I used them all. Okay, so she's just telling me again to summon that specific type. Alright, so we keep getting distracted. Summer Games Fest, yeah. The first thing was Street Fighter 6. They showed off Guile. I would have been very disappointed if there was a Street Fighter game and Guile was not in it. Oh my god. It's you. What are you up to this so early in the morning? Make sure everything is under control. You mean Philip? Hasn't made a move yet. We already know his whereabouts. If it weren't for magic, ordinary people wouldn't be able to see him, much less find him. Runes are hidden by magic? Must know about it, don't you, good sir? Know nothing about magic. Of course, he would take precautions to conceal his true nature. Succubi you sent to him, he's absorbing their carnal essence for himself. Aren't you guys just the same, then? What do you mean? Deceiving me? I don't even know who you are and why you have Luna's soul. Heck, I don't know if it's really her or not. Sorry, sir, but we cannot give you the answer you seek. How can I trust you? You don't have to trust us. You just have to trust Miss Luna. If you trust her, could you please provide us with 30,000 carnal essence? Needed for. As we explained, without a body, Miss Luna's soul is frail. I'll provide carnal essence for her soul while you provide a body. In that case, please visit the shrine today and see what we have for you. I'm sure we can help you with that. Let's go now. Good luck. They have a store now? Wonder what's in there. Okay. Interesting. So again, we're getting more mechanics, but we have the base of it here. So. And it didn't pause. Of course not. Why would it? Ah, crap. I wish I'd done more of that when I had the chance. Oh well. So we'll have you start getting me some carnal essence. That'll be good. So yeah, Street Fighter 6 is coming out. Obviously, Capcom's been in a bit of a renaissance in the past few years with some of their franchises. Obviously, Resident Evil is benefiting mightily from that. Monster Hunter is as well. But there hasn't been a whole lot from their fighting games. Street Fighter V had some definite issues with it. Marvel vs. Capcom, the most recent one, was not great. Mega Man still doesn't really exist. They've kind of abandoned that. And I'll never not be mad that there's not a new Dragon's Dogma. Let's see. Let them be. So yeah, I'm curious to see what happens with this then, with Street Fighter, because of how Capcom has been just getting better lately. So we'll see what happens with it. My god. Hello, Mr. Jake, are you done for today? Oh, Philip, you're here. Guess I was taking some business with Lord Willard. Philip, I want to talk to you about something. How about we go to the ruins and speak there? I believe I know what you want to discuss. He's gonna kill us. We're dead. Okay, Mr. Jake. It's a bit messy here. It's the ruins. Inviting me here? Is it because this place is protected? What do you mean by that? On second thought, you don't need to answer. It's the hallowed, isn't it? They're trying to get inside your head. Simon, let me get this straight. Who are you, really? I don't understand your question, Mr. Jake. These ruins, your magic. You're really a demon like they said? What if I am? I do use magic to conceal this place. That's why I can show you this. Oh no. Like every single dialogue thing that he has is just him gasping, and it's very loud. It says, they said I'm a demon. But you know the truth, we can dispense with the pretenses. Are you helping me? Goals remain aligned. I do need your help in collecting carnal essence, but I don't intend to abandon your wish. In fact, why don't we rescue your wife's soul from them? There's nothing but soul's with me. Why do you need that much carnal essence? Is your story true? I tell you this, it wasn't exactly a lie. More importantly, the hallowed are traitors to the demon realm. They wanted freedom and were willing to risk both the demon and human realms to obtain it. So I am here to defeat them and save my home. What have they done? You see, they turned this place into a den of inequity. Sure, the town did prosper, however, the townspeople became malicious and corrupt. Quite lucky, Jake. As a newcomer, you make for an easy target. Lucky they haven't turned you into livestock. Well then, since I've told you everything, do you still want to work with me? Still need a hand? Please collect 30,000 carnal essence. May help bring back my wife? God's been love, and I'll surely bring her to you. I don't trust either of them. So you can choose your side. Serial killer on the loose. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, start working. But yeah, just as far as games, I hope Capcom continues their upswing with the fighting games. And I hope that we get Dragon's Dogma 2. Especially after Elden Ring. I'm really curious to see what that would look like. What else? Aliens Dark Descent. The Aliens franchise is weird. It should be way better than it is. There's a lot of potential for Aliens, both in terms of like making a really good survival horror game, like the original Alien, or for making a really good FPS, like Aliens. There's some other movies in the series, but we don't talk about them because they're all sorts of questionable. But Dark Descent looked to be an over-the-top shooter, like a third-person shooting game, which could be cool. Plague Doctor's on watch. Nothing creepy outside today. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Start working. So yeah, I'm curious about that. Callisto Protocol, we got a trailer for that. It's all the devs who made the original Dead Space have since moved on from EA. EA is, of course, re-releasing the EA is, of course, remaking Dead Space. So, with obviously new people, but then yeah, the original devs are making Callisto Protocol, which looks exactly like an edgier modern Dead Space would. So I'm curious about it. Although I will say, for a game that comes out this year and that they had the option to, you know, pick the footage that they showed, boy did it have some stuttering in it. And that's a little concerning. Nanny needed in Paddock City. Nothing creepy outside, come on. Let's keep working on your stats. But yeah, so I'm interested in both Aliens and Callisto Protocol. There's a new COD coming out. There always is. I don't know what they're doing with the naming conventions or anything anymore. Not that it matters, but this book for your succubus is leaking. You need to tell the lady about it. The session's already started. Wait for it to end. Okay. But yeah, the COD reveal was weird because they spent a lot of time talking about like, oh, these characters. Don't you love these characters in COD? And it's like, I don't think anybody does. If you like single-player COD, you like it because it's over-the-top and cheesy. And chances are you don't even like that. You're really just playing COD for multiplayer. That's what everybody plays COD for. So that was kind of weird. Flashback 2. Flashback, the original one, came out 30 years ago. And it's a weird series to resurrect. I wasn't sure what to think of that one. Witchfire looks kind of cool. It's like a very grim, dark, like dark fantasy FPS. I'm worried about it though because it was originally announced 5 years ago, and we've heard nothing about it ever since. And then this trailer just kind of felt off, and then it's also an Epic Game exclusive. Suicide count is increased. Doesn't change anything. Okay, we're good. Except for that. That's there now. Hi, how's it going? Let's see. Working on those whip skills, and we'll send you here because you get more money singing. But yeah, Witchfire looked cool, but I don't know. Fort Solis was some game in space. Succubus annoyed that someone keeps following her around saying he's your biggest fan. Let him be. So we gain affection for letting her be stalked. And then we gain some money. We chase him away. We gain money but lose affection. It's just, this doesn't make any sense. Whatever. But yeah, Fort Solis looked to be some kind of like space spooky kind of thing. I don't know, it could be cool. Troy Baker's in it. He's in everything still. Routine was it looked to be another first-person survival horror kind of game. Looked kind of cool. Let's meet the officials with a student. Alright, whatever. The Rock was there, and he was awkwardly promoting a bunch of things, as he does. He mentioned some game, I'd never heard of it, and there wasn't a trailer for it. There was just a trailer for Black Adam instead, so I wasn't quite sure. Make mistakes sometimes. Outriders is getting more content. That was the Squeenix game. We covered it last year when it was in open beta. And that's an interesting one in that it wasn't super well received and apparently like plummeted in player counts, but they keep putting out content for it. And not too long ago, Square Enix sold off Eidos and all of their properties for like $300 million, but they kept Outriders, despite the fact that, you know, the properties they sold included Deus Ex and Tomb Raider, which for sure are worth more than $300 million, and they could have definitely made more than that from them. So that sure was a choice on their part to do that, to keep sinking money into Outriders and then letting go of some big franchises, but whatever. Fall Guys is going free to play. It's not on Steam anymore. It's an Epic Game exclusive now, because of course. But it's going free to play there and everywhere else, which is probably because that game is plummeting in player counts. Nobody talks about it anymore. So, Stormgate. That was the one that I was probably most excited for from all of that. It's by Frost Giant Studios. It's a new game, and it's by a bunch of the same people. Bunch of the devs who used to work at Blizzard and made Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2, and then some of the devs who used to work at Westwood's Corps and made Command & Conquer Generals. So probably the last like good RTS people, other than the ones that made Grey Goo. I can't remember what that studio is called, because they're a bunch of former Westwood people too. I don't know what they're doing now though. But so yeah, they're making something called Stormgate. And from what they showed, it was like mechs versus demons. And they said it's an RTS, and they didn't have much more than that. But that's cool as hell. I hope that that turns out well, because that could be pretty awesome. Let's see. yeah, that was my big surprise of the show, and the thing that I'm most excited for. But after that, there was some indie game called High Water. It looks kind of interesting, maybe. Then American Arcadia was The Truman Show, the game, which is a cool concept, but again, The Truman Show exists. If you're interested in that concept, you're just going to watch that movie, because it does it pretty well. Goat Simulator 3. We played Goat Simulator not too long ago, actually, for another holiday, another goofy holiday. There is no Goat Simulator 2, they just skipped straight ahead to 3. I liked the trailer for it, because they were lampooning the Dead Island 2 trailer, but just with the goats. So I thought that was good. Oh, hey. A murderer. So you can see we're just ticking through days and nothing's happening other than, you know, the times the story interrupts us to tell us that we're the demons or whatever. But yeah, Goat Simulator's stupid and fun in the best ways, so I'm curious to see what they do with that. Marvel's Midnight Suns. It's an XCOM from Firaxis, but with Marvel characters. That could be cool. Although part of the fun of XCOM is your characters dying to just absolute horrible luck, which won't happen in a game with, you know, the X-Men. They're not going to die. So, curious how they'll manage that. Master Warlock coming to town. Yeah, that seems like a safe place to live. But it's a cool concept. XCOM with the X-Men. Why not? I'd play that. I'm gonna wait for reviews, though, of course. For any of these, I probably would. Noise in the attic. Someone's been peeping on the class. Lose essence but gain whip. A tiny chance to die. Oh, for the succubus to die. Okay, let the mistress deal with it. Boy, that cost a lot of money. Okay. Let's see. Get close to maxing out everything again. We get some more gameplay from the Cuphead DLC. Cuphead's fine. I think it's a good game. It's a difficult game for sure, and apparently the DLC is supposed to be even harder. Neon White looks kind of cool. It's like a roguelike first-person shooter, very over-the-top aesthetic, and kind of like a card battle system built into it, like a deck builder built into the FPS. It's coming out next week on Steam and Switch. I thought that one looked pretty cool. That's for sure a wait for reviews kind of game. Oh, damn it. That's the one thing I needed. Okay. Start making me some money. What else? What else? So again, we're dating, so there's kissing noises. How lewd. Nope. Get more money. Midnight Fight Express was some other indie game. Looked okay. I don't know. Troubling Stalker is back. This time he's getting touchy with your succubus. Their responses to your choices don't make sense either. Let's see here. Get some money. Get a little bit of that. But again, it didn't matter because the hour had already ticked over. Werewolf sighted. I was hoping he'd be out there. Alright, no, you're all good on that. You need more whip training. You need to like me more. 5% per hour. It's not a whole lot. Warframe keeps getting content. Tell your succubus about your bird hunting skills. She feels challenged. She uses her demonic power to compete with you, and now the place is on fire. Run away. Okay. Some of the events sure are something. Okay, we should just barely max out. Oh, we didn't get art from the other one that we maxed out. Wonder why. Find gold on the bench and want to take some to the lost and found. Your succubus insists you keep it. So we can't cancel early, even though we already maxed out there. So let's see, get some more of that. You give me some more money. This reminds me of that episode of South Park with Butters. You know the one I'm talking about. Everybody knows the one I'm talking about. The plague has reached Nathlin City. Looks fine outside. Oh wait, no. Oh, we should have. Yeah, well. Get some more money coming in first. But yeah, Warframe has content. I attempted to play Warframe again recently, actually. I played in the past, and that game has an overwhelming amount of content. And the returning player experience to try to get caught up is completely non-existent. I jumped back in and messed around for like 20 minutes and couldn't remember anything about anything that I was doing. Boy, that cost a lot of money. So that was frustrating, because Warframe is fun. It's a cool game. It has a load of content. It's very enjoyable. Yada yada yada. But it's overwhelming, and they need to do something about the new and returning player experience. Werewolf sighted. I don't see him outside. Wonder what will happen. You'll die and we'll get some essence. Make another decision if I have a deeper conversation with her. Oh, so you have to max out her story to get to choose to be with her. Failed again. Gross. Got some blood for it, though. And way more essence than we can actually use, because we can only have 1,800. Let's see. So we needed that. Did we need these other things maxed for it to work? Or... I just need one of these and then one of these particular demons. Okay. Anyway, we can summon up something again. I don't know. Wood. Oops. Blood and metal. That gets us Molly. Oh, she's another one of the ones that we need. Okay. Let's see what she's about. Those arms. I know, right? You're thinking about it. Look at that tail, too. Oh my god. What? These? Oh, these are our weapons. Neat, huh? You want to know what they're used for? Fighting? Probably? I don't think I want to know. Ask me! They're made specially for you. Not specifically for me. The master made them for my kind. We rarely use them, though, since we're already plenty strong. So when have you ever used those arms? Master ordered us to. For the caster didn't mess with them so much. Oh my. You have to use these hands. Jake's about to catch these hands. Caster have to be super strong. What's she talking about? Callus. Gets less essence. Good. That's very helpful. You're maxed out on pretty much everything. So we'd kill you if we wanted. Vile. Bad at gold. Bad at flare. Bad at charm. You're bad at everything. Well, we're gonna max out flare and then kill you. So again, we can sacrifice them. Get our gold, or our metal back. Maybe we should. Yeah, she has some bad traits. So this is what that looks like. And again, there's no prompt of like, boy, you sure are a monster. It's that just sort of happens. That's it. Is this... Okay, this is all wood. This is various types of wood. This is various types of animal bits. Okay. Let's do some 2-star stuff. Do 1 metal. One of those, and let's see what we get. Oh, that's the other type of demon that she was talking about. She's attractive. She has some stats already. That's good. Caroline? Oh, perfect timing. Strip, now. We should see her insides. Wait a minute. You can't do that. Why can't I? Why me? Smell different from other men. I can smell the carnal essence of succubi on you. What do you mean? Don't play dumb. Just strip so I can dissect you. So she wants to dissect us, but she's worried about dirtying her clothes.
Huh.
Let me a succubus of yours, then. Can't do that either. So stingy. Utterly fascinating. This place, the brothel. No better place to see one for self the correlation between humans' libido and their carnal essence levels. Could the weird requests its clients make also be a factor? Curiosity also affect the production of carnal essence. If there's any limit to human imagination regarding that. Speak as if you aren't human yourself. Be careful not to fall off that moral high ground, Jake. Still normal, some of the things they make you do over there. Scientist sees for herself. Send me to the brothel. Okay. That escalated quickly. What's wrong? Just calling the faces of some old hags. What are you talking about? The Bareth. Summon a Bareth. That was the original demon we had. I imagine that will end well. Start working. Alright, so you wanted to go to the brothel. Send you there right away. Get you going on some stuff. Honkai Star Rail. MiHoYoverse, the company behind Honkai. Honkai Impact and Genshin, is making 2 other games at least. One is called Star Rail, and it had a trailer. I want to see gameplay from it though. I'm curious. I like Genshin. I've talked about that before. And Honkai has some good combat, but it's a game that's just buried in menus. That's terrible. How'd you come up with that? I like you more now. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the original Honkai, it's I like the combat in it a lot. It's a fun, especially for like a mobile game, it's very fun. But it's very much a mobile game. You're clicking through menus to get to like minute-long snippets of fun stuff. Whereas Genshin is a full open world game. And so you're in the fun stuff the whole time. And obviously people are like, oh, but JD, there's gotcha elements. Like, yeah. You could still have fun in Genshin without them. So. Streamers, there's a festival going. What do we have to do? Summon a Bareth. Oh, we should talk to Caroline again. Holy Celestials, what's happening here? Carnal essence crystallization, pretty simple. Is there blood everywhere? Relax, it's from this dead guy. It's performing a dissection, examining the carnal essence within his body. Seconding a corpse for its carnal essence. Science means getting your hands dirty, you know? So determined to do this. I recommended walking straight to your closet apothecary and asking for the strongest dose of chill pills. Does Master Amadeus mind you doing this? I mean, those are your fellow succubi. Nope. He's way more relaxed about this than you are, actually. Hidden potential in carnal essence is just too great a reward to ignore. It's wrong. You're treating your fellow succubi like guinea pigs. Think of them as necessary sacrifice in the name of progress. Let's drop my equipment. Carnal essence experiment. What else? Now that you're here, I have a teensy-weensy request. Can you summon an octi? You'll see. Okay, so she wants us to kill things too. Start working. What's this mean? Yeah, so we're getting less gold, but more essence. We're good on gold, so we'll level some stats for a little bit. But yeah, I'm curious what Honkai is. They're also making another game. I didn't click OK, apparently. What, Zenless Zero somethings or another. It's like triple Z's. I can't believe you're stupid. Now I'm sexier. It just doesn't make any sense. And that one they have showed gameplay of, and it's open world like Genshin, but it's just set in an urban environment. So I'm interested in both those. I think that'll be cool. What else? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game comes out next week. It's an old school side-scrolling brawler. That could be fun. Some money, but gain some affection. Actually, no. Let's do. You need more of that now. Some game called Super People. I wasn't quite sure what it was. Some update for the Civ clone Humankind. Adding more stuff to that. It's coming out on consoles. I haven't played it. I haven't heard much about it either. So there's a new One Piece game because there's never enough of those. I don't know. I'm not crazy about the shonen animes. One Piece has been going on for like 25 years or something. And they just the other day were like, we swear we're getting close to the end. No, you're not. One Piece is going to survive the heat death of the universe, and it's still not going to be close to the end. So it's hard to get excited about anything with it. What were you doing? Okay. Soul Hackers 2 is still coming out. Had another trailer for that. It's always kind of the issue with Game Fest is this is apparently a down year, so a lot of the things that we had trailers for were just like things that we knew about and have known about for a long time, and we just got a little bit more detail on. So another Capcom fighting game. It's like a retro style one, which is cool. Maybe it'll make them remember they also have the Darkstalkers license. That would be cool. Remember that? Capcom? Remember Darkstalkers? You want to do something with Darkstalkers? That would be nice. Mario Strikers, that's coming out. Another Mario soccer game. What the hell was the name of that game we played? Bullets Per Minute. There's another one of those coming out. It's called, what is it? Metal Hellsingers. And it's, instead of having original music, it's a bunch of, like, licensed metal music. But it's another, like, rhythm-based FPS, just with licensed metal. That's gonna be cool. I can't wait for that. Even if it'll, for sure, you know, get some copyright strikes. A couple years ago, what was it? Not Dead by Daylight. Until Dawn, that was what it was called. Came out, and that was like a horror game, kind of like the old like slasher movies and stuff, where you get to play through it and, you know, decide which one of your teenagers lived and died. They're making another one of those. It's out soon. It's called The Quarry. I don't know. I'm not big on horror games. I'm sure it's fine, just I know other people are very excited about it though. So. Saints Row, they're remaking that franchise. I'm very skeptical. It seems like they kind of missed the point of it. It doesn't seem like it's over the top in quite the right way. But we'll see. Dark Tide, we got a gameplay trailer. I played a lot of Vermintide the past couple days, gathering skulls for the Skull Throne to help with the event. And Darktide looks exactly like Vermintide, but with 40k. And I'm very happy for that. I cannot wait for that. This new Layers of Fear game. It's a scary game about paintings or something. Could be cool. Is it Gotham Knights? Keep making Batman games. This one's about not Batman. It's about the other people in Gotham City. After Batman dies. Or something. I don't know, it looked kind of cool. Last of Us Part 1 is getting a remake on PS5 and PC. That got leaked earlier in the day. They're also making a multiplayer game. Because why not, I guess. Oh, and they're making a TV show as well. But, I never played the original Last of Us. I've heard nothing but good things, but I'm sure it's good. I've heard both of them were good. But, Neil Druckmann, the guy that's, like, behind them, that's, like, head of Naughty Dog, strikes me as someone who really wants to be, like, a rockstar game developer, like Carmack and Romero tried years and years ago, back in the 90s. And, I don't know, just something about him just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, and I know the excuse is, well, JD, what about Kojima? He kind of does the same thing. And I think it's silly in general. Yes, you might be the creative mind behind, you know, everything you're doing, but you have a full team of people who are doing the actual grunt work on your stuff, you know? It's not like you're a writer, you know, like writing a novel where it's just you and then, you know, you maybe have some editors helping. Like when you're making a video game, a whole bunch of other people are involved in that. So, you know, it's one thing to like meme on, you know, oh, Todd Howard. But, you know, there's a bunch of other people at Bethesda that are doing stuff. So, you know, for all the memes about Todd aside, there's other people there that are helping him do that. But yeah, that was everything at Summer Games Fest. It really wasn't a lot. Kind of an off year, which is a shame. I was hoping that a lot of the stuff that was, you know, delayed or had issues and stuff because of the past couple years, city guards killed, that we would be getting some more things from them, you know, some more games and all that. And it looks like it's going to be another slow year. It's like a lot of things that were due out this year have been pushed back and all that already, which is kind of a letdown. And I'm curious if some other big budget games are maybe just kind of biding their time for various reasons. Like they don't want to go up against, you know, Elden Ring pretty handily controlled the first half of this year when it came out. And then the second half is probably going to be COD and something else will launch, you know, to get that Christmas release date. But so yeah, I'm curious if maybe some devs are just like biding their time, that they want to try to release in less crowded windows. Which is good, because it means we're getting some more interesting indie games like this. So even though this game has problems, it's for sure interesting. And this is why I like indie games, because you get some fun, cool things like this. Brothel under renovation. Oh no. Oh, we got I totally forgot we had Essence. So that's max Essence for them. Doesn't help us very much. Max out all their skills. So this will get us money. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like what other big budget games are coming out this year, and there's not a whole lot. And there's indie games all the time. It's too hard to keep track of their release dates just because there's so many of them. But it means there's a constant stream of like interesting and cool little indie games like this. Yeah, I don't want my succubus to die. Not unless I get the essence. So even though this game has issues, like I said, it's still cool. It's kind of a fun concept. I wish they had done more with it. And like I said, and by more I don't mean I wish they had made this some lewd game. It didn't have to do that. I think the sexiness in this is the perfect level for this. But the tonality, like this either could have explored kind of the grittier stuff that's going on a little bit better. Or been over the top and silly like Max Gentleman was. And as far as the management aspects, you know, maybe made it harder so that they actually mattered. Instead of just being, you know, kind of here. How much essence can you hold? Is it only ever 3,000? Almost. Got some more indie games on the docket though, coming up, obviously. Always. Always and forever. Always more things. But this seemed like the perfect game to, for one, show off because it's brand new. I thought people might be interested in that. I know we've talked about the fact that we don't trend chase, but I don't think this is particularly trend chasing. Like I said, we're not shutting down the channel for a week to play nothing of a game unless it's something that I would already be interested in. So, you know, it's not like we're going to be like, yo, month of COD. Like, no. Like Elden Ring was one thing, you know, I was interested in Elden Ring. I was going to play that anyways. That made sense. But I wouldn't deviate from any of our planned content for something that I thought was just going to get views. If I'm streaming it, it's because I want to play it. Today I just wanted to be a pimp for succubi. Someone goes wild in the hotel lobby. Turns out it's your succubus' stalker. Order your succubus to fight him. Make sure she's safe. I feel like she could have taken him. Why was there a chance for her to die? It's just some guy. Whatever. New traits. Plaza open till midnight. Okay, we've got some money. Start working, or start looking at things. So she's bad at getting essences, bad at getting flair. Makes me cost more money, but better at getting flair, but it doesn't. So she's not sexy enough to negate how terrible she is. She's in love, so she gains 100% extra affection. Oh, hello. Well then. Still not very much, but what do you got? You get less gold, but you're attractive and charming. Okay. Let's see. Those whip skills going. But there is some more Summer Games Fest stuff going on this weekend. Some smaller showcases of things. And a lot of it's just like more information on the stuff that we already got. The big one though is Sunday. Is Xbox plus Bethesda is having their big press conference. So, no, I'm not going to spend money on that because it's late enough in the day. So going on a date is a fixed cost. So if you do it at the end of the day, you're not going to actually get anything from it. But yeah, Xbox and Bethesda should be interesting. Secluded area of the park, you feel like someone's watching you. Just a feeling. She's into voyeurism. It's a weird sound coming from the attic. Leave it alone. So again, it maxed out, but we don't have... Is it because we didn't do the quests for her? Did we need more information on... What was her things? Oh my god. I have negative money. What's gonna happen? Am I gonna die? Okay, we're back in the positive again. I've summoned some different things. Well, that's not gonna happen. Which one to use which? Molly is that one, and Molly wanted the Bareth. Okay, so we know how to get a Bareth. I can't afford to max out anything with you, so... I never thought you'd kill me. You thought wrong. So I'm curious. So this is the very first demon we got, was the Bareth. She looks the same, has a different name, and doesn't have any of the stats from when we killed her the first time. Okay. How's it going? It's the Bareth. That old hag, she just can't stop preaching. Gonna break her jaw so it stops yapping. Got this. Bring her to the park to have a talk with her. Whatever. You're the boss. Be easier if you just kill her already. Get over it, you know? Assign Nora to the plaza. That'll cost a lot of money. But okay. I don't have enough money to do that. Make me money. And you also make me not very much money, but still money. It's gonna be weird in a couple years when it's Xbox, Bethesda, plus Activision and Blizzard. Okay. Why did I need to spend 1,500 gold to do that? That sucked. Something good happening? Oh, just recalling a happy memory. Specifically the face of those hags when the master placed them with the Enyo. Priceless. It's old succubi the Bareth. They think they deserve to be master's right hand. He chose us instead. Because you're stronger? Of course. Ability to kill is second to none. So I'm not brave or astute. Oh, that's right, I have these things. Now I'm brave. So there's no way to skip dialogue you've already seen. There's an auto dialogue, but there's no skip. Did you do anything with the master? It does like us. I mean, look at these sweet arms and tail he gave us. You kind aren't liked by the others? It's because all they care about is collecting carnal essence. More than that. She's effective when it's one duration at hotel, no lower than one. Okay. I guess I can talk to you. Looking pathetic as usual. You should look at me like that. What do you want? Just figure we should get to know each other. Mere mortal like you? What do you even know about Succubus anyway? I'm not sure. Different types, and you're all truly intriguing. Was that? You insolent. Don't let me with the other lowly succubi. Is she mad? Jake, I know you need a lot of carnal essence. Why don't you sign your callous succubus to the brothel? I think I have a callus. Come back later. Summon a callus. Okay. Just keep getting little side quests so that we can get better at being a pimp for succubi. stats up. Okay, I was gonna say, so I have to finish her quests, and then I get the screenshot here. Totally worth the 1,500 gold. Okay, let's try to earn some of that back. Never mind. Education Day celebration. Alright, hold up. So I have all this stats. She's one of the types. Let's see it. Is she the right vessel? What? I had all those skills. I don't understand. Do they have to be maxed? Only one of... Oh, only one of them. Okay, so it wasn't that, so I have to try those other ones. Okay. Jeez. Well, we got some stuff from that. I feel like we might as well max that out just in case. Summon up something else. Let's get that. That. And that. Ooh, glasses, succubus. Jeez. Some good stats already. Is there something wrong with my face? I'm seeing succubus with glasses. Yeah, my man. So what's with them anyways? That succubi have perfect vision. I just happen to love reading books. Besides, just because I'm wearing glasses doesn't mean I can't do things well. Not everyone's perfect. Even demons. Seems like you really want to test me? That's not what I meant. I know, I was just joking. It didn't sound like you were joking. Sorry about that. You sent me to the Noir Academy. No. I still have many things to learn so I can do my job better. You know what kind of place Noir Academy is, right? Of course. However, sooner or later you'll send me there too, won't you? Be no difference whether you bring me there today or later. Just want to do better, that's all. Alright, well that's easy enough. Hey, good day for it too, you're getting extra skills. Easiest mission ever. She already has some pretty high skills too. Let's work on that. You working on that. So again, I want to see, I want to see what all the various succubi look like, and see where the story goes. It's like just interesting enough to keep me invested, and the mechanics are just good enough to keep you going. But it could be better, is basically my point with all of this. Woman found dead. Well, she wasn't outside, so we're fine. By the way, what is it this time? Where'd you get your glasses? You're one curious human, I like that. The custom began with our ancestors back when they were visiting the human realm. Ancestors learned from us? More or less. Our kind loved to exchange ideas, even with humans. I believe it was terrific. Yes, it was, just like now. What do you mean? Suggestions are simple and often come in handy. I like that. Thank you. She's affectionate enough with me, okay. Well, we tried. Get more charm. Get more flair. Keep going. I guess I can get a fraction of something. Nope, never mind. Dutch East Indies in turmoil. Oh my god. But yeah, I feel like that's about all we can really show with this game. There's just going to be a lot of tedious grinding for the rest of this. Not like it hasn't been already, but I mean, that's kind of the nature of the genre. But yeah, happy National Sex Day with the game about being a pimp for succubi. It's because it's 6-9 day. It's funny. Haha, nice. Or something. We'll also play something thematic on September 6th for the rest of the world who does the date, day, then month. If I remember. Hopefully you'll remember. But yeah, this was my lovely wife. My lovely wife, not yours. These succubi are mine. Yeah, it's interesting. I wish it was better. It's not bad. It could be better though, for sure. And maybe it'll get some updates or improvements. I think this is only this dev studio's second game, so there's definitely room for improvement in it, and hopefully they get there. But yeah, I think that's about all we can show. Otherwise it'll get even more tedious than it has been. Talked about Games Fest. It's a short week for us in terms of streams. Be back next week with some more though. But yeah. So, you know, our usual outro, I guess. I enjoyed this, even if it has some issues. Again, it's not bad, and it is a budget game. It's $15 is the full price of it. It's on sale for a couple days as well, for like 12 or something. So, it's not like this is an expensive game. So, always happy to showcase and support devs that are doing interesting things like this, even if it needs some work. You know, I'll throw money at cool things. For sure. But yeah, I enjoyed it even if it has some issues. And I hope you did too, whether you were here live or you watched this VOD later on down the road. Yeah. As always, until next time, have a good one.